Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Putty Montana, and in this video we're going to be talking about how you guys can prepare for Madden 23. Madden 23 is a couple weeks away, man, and if you're not excited, then just click off this video, because we are going all in on Madden 23 this year. So if you guys aren't with it, get gone, get lost. No, I'm joking. If you guys still like the content, please, by all means, keep watching it. But in this video we are going to be going over on how to get better at Madden 23 in the couple weeks we have left waiting on the release. And this video is going to be informative. Obviously, y'all know how I do my takes. One take, we go, we move, we keep doing our thing, and then we keep on going. But in this video we're going to talk about key things that are going to help you guys out into going into Madden 23. So if you guys are interested, keep watching. If not, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But today we're going to be talking about a bunch of different ways that you guys can simply just prepare for Madden 23. And the first thing that I do want to talk about is something that a lot of people that are lacking that next level kind of mentality when it comes to playing in any type of competitive setting. And this might be a long video, but I definitely think these are very good talking points that a lot of people need to kind of get comfortable with. And the first thing that I want to start off with is next play mentality. Now what I mean by that is, say you are sitting here and you also listen, you have to remember you're playing Madden in any sense. If you're playing Madden 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter which Madden it is, there is some fluky stuff that happens in Madden, whether it be something that's out of your control or something that you accidentally did. A lot of us like to take ourselves out of the game when it comes to certain things like that. So say I'm sitting here with Tom Brady and I think I have an open guy and I just that's actually a dot, but it's just there's a lot of things that literally can change the entire game, and it can simply be something from a mentality standpoint. A fumble, a bad interception, a tipped pass that was knocked down and then picked up, a QB fumble, anything like that. Like a lot of people completely take themselves out of the game. And for some people, I know a few people myself, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's some people that as soon as they are facing a good player, immediately as soon as something bad happens, it's like, well, that's it, the game is over, I'm not going to be able to recover from this, and then they completely take themselves out of the game. That is something that if you guys are looking to get to the next level, you have to learn how to just look at the next play. So say it's the start of the game and you throw a pick. I'm throwing right to square, boom, throw a pick. I can't sit there and think to myself, man, the game is over. I have to keep on playing as if it's the next play. I have to try to win the next play, win every next play after whatever it is that's going on. You want to win every play, not just one play, not just try to set up a terrible chess move by letting somebody score a touchdown just so you can blah 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 blah. You know, if it comes down to like the end of game situations, that's different. Especially when there's like a time situation going on, that's a completely different story. But a lot of people will take themselves out of the game, whether it be the first half or like the start of the second half. They completely are just like completely mentally out of it, and that's something that I feel like everybody should be trying to work towards, is just not getting too frustrated when it comes to getting fluked out. And I know that's a iffy word to say, because a lot of people might consider certain things real football, but at the end of the day, we are playing a video game and we want to try to be as competitive as possible. So when it comes to that, we have to make sure that we're keeping our mentals right. Okay, that is number one. And no, I'm not putting any number one, number two, none of that. Number two on the list, labbing. Labbing has never been easier when it comes to any Madden in the world. And you want to know why? Because there are a billion different people that put out free content, free ebooks, free whatever. And all you have to do is hop in the lab and practice with those ebooks and practice with those type of things, man. A lot of people think to themselves, man, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that, I don't have time to do this. You have time to play the game, you have time to hop in the lab for a good 20-30 minutes and work up a scheme or practice a scheme or find or see what's open within a scheme, because a lot of the times it's as easy as simply going to an instant replay, checking out what it is that you did wrong, or what read you made, or what blitz that you're trying to set up, and seeing like, could I have thrown to this guy? Probably not, because the safety's there, but I could have thrown to this guy. Then you start to think to yourself, hey man, what kind of coverage was he in, or what happens when certain coverages are on the field? As you can see, we are in a cover 2 because you see the safety split. The two safeties are split. The cornerbacks on the bottom, they're staying kind of underneath. They are in squat, so they do kind of follow the receivers going all the way up. But as you can see, the two safeties, they split off, which means they're in a cover 2, which means that the middle of the field should be open. And if I threw this, he probably would have played this, wouldn't have played it. I probably would have been able to get this over the top for a nice little touchdown. But again, it just all goes into labbing. So especially when you're like, you can do this now. You don't have to wait till Madden 23. You can practice labbing right now. It's not something that you can practice labbing in Madden 2020. You can practice in Madden 21, and you guys might be able to get, figure out certain things about how Madden works. It's a lot of things that's one thing that a lot of people are missing, and that's like the basics to Madden, and that's like the easy stuff that gets overlooked, and a lot of that gets tweaked and worked on through labbing. That's something that a lot of people fail to realize, because a lot of times we end up losing a game and we're confused about what we lost. Try your best to replicate what it is that you've seen, because Madden is just like real football in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways it's not, because it is a video game, but in a lot of ways it is. So Madden is just like real football in ways where you have to kind of try to replicate exactly what you see on the virtual gridiron, and try your best to try to learn how to beat it. Kind of like there was a time when the Ravens were playing the Patriots, and Bill Belichick couldn't replicate how the Ravens would play because Lamar Jackson is that dynamic of a quarterback. You know what I mean? In Madden, it's not like that. We can replicate any situation as long as you try your best to figure out what it is that you were hit by, and then boom, you might stand a chance the next time that you play it. And that's something that a lot of people fail to realize. They just go into it with this, hey, I bought an ebook, or hey, I learned this play, and blah blah blah. And granted, I'm gonna be somebody that's gonna be showing you guys a lot of plays, but if you guys don't hop in the lab and actually test them out yourself, how do you know that you're going to be comfortable with it? Start labbing, hop in the lab, learn how to play, learn how to do a bunch of stuff. And for those of you guys who don't have time to lab, there are a bunch of ebooks that will be posted on my channel, on this person's channel, on that person's channel, on Zan's channel, on huddle.gg. There's so many different sources that you guys can completely grasp knowledge from, so it's a lot easier for you to get a hold on how Madden actually plays. And I know I'm talking a lot, but hey, these are going to be this is a lot. Number 3 on this list, and it is a list, I'm actually reading it off my phone, and that is quick adjustments. Now, if I am on the defensive side of the ball, you guys already know that quick adjustments are something that a lot of people fail to do. And the reason why quick adjusting is so important, and I'm going to flip the sides on the defense here because I can actually showcase this here, but the reason that quick adjustments are so important is because of how the game plays. You do not want to be that person that is completely getting stuck on your user or on the wrong person, and I've seen this a lot of times before. And you guys know how some pro players play. They try to play as quick as possible, so that's exactly what I'm kind of gonna try to showcase. So when you're playing like a decent player, they're gonna sit there and they're not gonna sit there and scroll around the field to put this guy right here in a middle third. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna sit there and learn their quick adjustments, and typically on PlayStation it's triangle, and then you pretty much try your best to do whatever it is that you can to access your quick adjustments. So like, there's different ways to do it, and this is something that EA teaches themselves, and there's a bunch of different ways to learn. But again, this is something you can take from Madden 22 and lean that over to Madden 23. Like if I want to, okay, now I'm not using another controller, so it's going to be a little bit difficult without the computer just quickly hiking it. But again, if I'm sitting there using my quick adjustment, so right now I'm in a cover 2 because I am decent at quick adjustments. I can put this guy and make it look like a cover 3. As you can see, it looks like a cover 6, but you know, I look like I have defense everywhere right now, simply because I know my quick adjustments. If I want to take my linemen and put them on all spies, boom, I have that option because I'm good at quick adjusting. I don't have to go down here and go boom and then go to Vita Vea and then go to Shaq Barrett, and then all of a sudden the computer calls hike, or whoever it is that you're playing calls hike, and then you're stuck on the D line having to try to play something. Now granted, I had edge threat elite, so I got off the block. But again, it's something that a lot of people fail to realize. You don't want to get caught on any of these guys if you're not using the D line. You know what I mean? You want to get caught on the person that you're comfortable using. And a lot of the times, it's going to be like a safety. It's going to be a middle linebacker. But then when we're starting our quick adjustments and stuff like that, you're going to end up getting caught on one of these guys. A lot of the times, I've seen it happen so many times because it's just something that happens a lot to players that aren't that good. It happens so many times, and I know for a fact how frustrating it could possibly be, because at one point in time I used to be one of those people that all right, let me put this guy in here, let me put this guy here, and then you go to all these different players, and then you'd end up getting caught lacking on somebody that you didn't want to be caught lacking on, pretty much. Now, the next thing that I would like to tell you about, forget about PA boot over. It is a play that is very near and dear to my soul, but I swear if Madden 23 plays the same as the beta, that play is, I'm not gonna say it's completely gone, but it's just not the same, and I need you guys to realize that. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else about that. There's nothing else that I can say about that. It's just that PA boot over play that it was completely spammed up to the high heavens. The count went all the way up there. Yeah, just forget about it. Stop running it. It's not as good. Zones seem to be a lot better this year for Madden 23. Again, this is all based on the beta being solid. So again, make sure that you guys are testing out a lot of different stuff, and we go back to the labbing portion. Make sure you guys are labbing instead of just hopping in thinking that it's something that you see on YouTube or Twitch or whatever gaming site that you guys see. A lot of the times it's not going to work that simple, so you guys will have to hop in the lab. So again, we're reverting back to that specific topic. Next, this one is a big one, because in Madden 23, again, if this is all working like the beta, it's very important that you guys work on your pocket presence, and it's something that separates the weak from the obsolete. Pocket presence it's going to either make or break you as a good to great to amazing Henry type level player. For those of you guys who don't know, Henry is our current Madden champion. That will change this year because your boy's winning a belt, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just talking out of my rear end. But at the same time, man, it's something that a lot of people need to work on, because that's the game when it comes to Madden 23. I feel like that person with the pocket presence is going to do very good things, very, very good things. Now, granted, the game seems like you don't have that much time in the pocket, and it's funny because right now I don't really have a decent amount of time. But I mean, I'm still lasering. I'm still out here throwing dots because of the pocket presence. But it's something that you guys can work on now, is learning how to climb up in the pocket, learning how to back up and move up, and make sure that you're kind of baiting those D linemen to kind of run right into blockers. It's something that you have to look up and down the field with, and make sure that you are kind of, again, this time, O-line play has never been great in Madden, but I know for a fact that pocket presence is something that separates really good players from really bad players. And then if you're a really good player, you can do something like that, where you're just making your read as you are creating your own pocket, pretty much. So again, Tom Brady pocket, boom, we're moving around. As you can see, Tom Brady out of the pocket, nice gain of 5 yards. That's just pocket presence. That's me, baby. Pocket presence. I'm not even one of the best passers, but I have gotten a lot better. And one of the things that I can attribute that to is being able to move around in the pocket a lot. I've become such a better passer, and that's the only thing that I could really say has improved. Like, my reads have always been sort of decent, but my pocket presence has gotten a lot better. Now, obviously, right now it's a little bit different with it being on all Madden and them just completely shedding my O-line. But like I said before, man, pocket presence is going to make or break you when it comes to being a competitive player. Now, this last tip might be one of the most important, and we are going to revert back to the labbing situation that I think everyone needs to learn or become better at, and that is beating the blitz. I'm going to say that one more time, man. Beating the blitz. Every single year, it doesn't matter what year it is, every single year there's some blitz in the game that is absolutely horrifying to stop. A lot of people have a lot of trouble with this year. The 4-6 the 4-3-6-1 2-4-5 odd mid blitz coming out of 3-3-5 wide. Those blitzes were the only viable defenses in this game. And the reasoning for that, mid blitz, you had 5 people coming in untouched. 4-3-6-1, you had literally 2 linebackers coming in untouched, and then sometimes they had under pressures depending on who you were playing, and it was just completely awful to play against. But again, every year there is a blitz that is so frustrating to play against. It doesn't matter if you're the best player in the world, the worst player, doesn't matter. You were frustrated by one of these blitzes, whether it be 2-4-5 odd with the unblockables sometimes, the random pressure, the 4-3-6-1 complete pressure, and then the mid blitz. Everybody, it was everybody's favorite defense this year. 3-3-5 wide, sub your safeties at linebacker, audible down to mid blitz, and then GG's. It was everyone's favorite blitz every year. It's the same thing. Learn how to beat those meta blitzes. Learn how to get better at making those quick reads, and you will become the closest thing to a pro that you possibly can. Some of you might take these words and go pro yourselves, or go competitive. I know the word pro player has like some sort of negative stigma now because, you know, people kind of like to make fun of it. But at the same time, man, if you guys want to be pro, if you guys want to play if you guys want to compete at a decent level when it comes to those tournaments, the MCS, the Players Lounge, whatever gamer saloon, whatever other site people play tournaments on, that's going to be the difference maker when it comes to it. You guys have to learn how to beat the blitz because everyone sends it. Everyone sends pressure, from your Mills to your Kivs to your Skimbos to your Dubbies to your problem rights. That problem made a living off of that. Problem right became the GOAT off of having one of the best users ever, on top of sending a crazy heater that nobody knew how to pick up. Learn how to pick up those blitzes, learn how to throw against those blitzes, and you might be able to climb a ladder yourself and potentially become one of the GOATs. And that is it for this video. Hopefully you heed my lesson, you hear everything I have to say, you don't brush it off as nonsense, because I speak to you from a place of love. All right, I don't want you to be bad at Madden. If you play me, I want you to be terrible. But if you playing other people, I want you to go, man, Pony had these words that really resonated with me, and now I'm gonna be amazing. That's the mindset I want everybody to have going into Madden 23, and I want you guys to succeed in whatever it is that you guys do when it comes to Madden, or anything in life for that matter. But this video is about Madden, so I would like for you guys to succeed and then go, man, you know what, Pony really hooked it up, really changed my mindset, really had me prepared for the demons and the goons and the goblins that are gonna come in Madden 23. My name is Pony Montana. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and if I missed anything, leave it down in the comment section. We could talk about it. I'm back. I'm back. As you can see, man, numbers are low, but we are in high spirits. And I think this video is a very good way, very good way to start off Madden 23. Next few videos, we're just gonna start dropping all the MUT content. I was gonna drop all the regs content, but at the same time, I'm not a regs guy, so I will be dropping the best regs teams. We'll be dropping the best regs defensive teams, offensive teams, just overall teams. You know, best playbooks, yada yada yada. But if you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comment section, and I'll try my best to get back to everybody that I can. My name is Pony Montana. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, 2 fingers. 4 fingers, 2 fingers, deuces, peace, and good night.